Alright, so Evan's piece was about what he thinks a fair boss would be. And he named off a lot of things that most of us would think about, like fair, charismatic, able to give us sick time if there's a death in the family, just still being able to be a human being while being able to be a boss and run a business. No job is completely perfect, no workplace is overly the top extravagance. Everything has its flaws. I mean, bosses are people too, and since they're people, I mean, everything is fallible. And everything has its own, oh god, I'm just repeating myself. Got this.
What's wrong?
Oh no, I got this. I got this! I can do this!
We should have an uncut version. Turn in the cut and then uncut. Let's see which one he likes better. Of course, then this will be in it. It'll be weird. Alright, you're at 1 minute, so let's just start.
Alright. So, different workplaces have different obstacles to work around. I mean, some workplaces have like really cluttered desks, or some places like the employment office, they just have people that desperately need help and get a little frustrated and make things difficult. Like the DMV is a perfect place. I mean, there's just a massive amount of people that go there to work, and these people who work at the stands, they've got to be able to deal with these people in a professional manner. But for their rights and their dignity to be preserved, they need to have a boss that's able to feel what they're feeling and to understand, so they can get down to the same level and still be able to make decisions. An instance with me is when I was working at the library. There was a job in which you had to go down and you had to help out on the computer side. And while you're helping out on the computer side, you just asked the people who are using the computers if they need help or any assistance with it. And some of the older people, they actually did need help, but they'd spent so much time on the computer that they just really frustrated. So it made it difficult for there to be any kind of help. But my boss was always able to come down if things were getting out of hand, and she was always able to come and help me and soothe the situation and just be able to just keep everything relaxed. And if I got frustrated or anything, she would pull me aside and she would just talk me down, and she took care of me. She was the personification of a good boss. I mean, she was always honest with me. She treated me right. If I had a death in the family, and she gave me time off in which that I can go to the funeral and the rosary, and there was no real problems with anything with her. She was really great, and she was
You should start crying. We made a dramatic effect. She was just a great person.
My boss was still able to be a boss and yet still be a human being. She was able to feel what I felt and yet still be able to make business decisions. My boss at Irwindale Industrial Clinic, his name is Greg. He really looks after me. And while I'm treating patients, I mean, I don't like to say that I make mistakes, but I've made a few mistakes in the past, nothing detrimental, just like little filing works and clerical errors. But he was always there for me if I needed something, and he stood by me and he helped me out, and he just would pull me aside and be like, everybody makes mistakes, and just for that kind of honesty and just caring, it really makes the workplace a great place. So when the Catholic Church talks about how the rights of workers need to be respected and their dignity needs to be preserved, that is in effect in the United States today. I mean, some people may not see it, but it is out there. It's just a matter of how hard you're looking.